Welcome back to the Essentially You podcast, all about reinventing your health with safer, cheaper, more effective natural solutions and powerful lifestyle changes so that you become the CEO of your health. I am your host, Dr. Mariza Snyder. Does your energy levels drop throughout the day? Have you gained unexplained weight over the years? Or are you constantly fighting annoying cravings that seem to come out of nowhere? I vividly remember being in a place where I was facing a whole host of symptoms, but I had no explanation. Stubborn belly fat, crazy cravings, lagging energy that just got worse throughout the day, chronic stress, and so many other things that were making each and every day a struggle. I just wanted to live a normal life. Was that too much to ask? If you can't even remember what being energized feels like, or you're at a loss as to what the next step should be, today's episode just might have the answers you are looking for. Today's episode is designed to provide crystal clarity about your hormone pathways and how external stressors can be negatively impacting them. I will be sharing a detox assessment to determine if you're needing a detox to help support the natural detoxification pathways that are designed to help to keep you healthy, happy, and functioning at your best. But before I jump fully into how to reset your hormones and jumpstart your metabolism with a detox, I want to briefly celebrate your wins. See, every single day, I hear from new listeners who are recommended by you via iTunes, Instagram, even text message. And I want to highlight one listener today. It's Sue from Grand Rapids, and she shared her shout out on Instagram just last month. Here's what Sue had to say. For over 8 years, I suffered from hormone issues, but didn't understand what was going on with me. I just didn't feel right. But I guess I accepted it. Just when I was about to give up, I discovered Dr. Mariza on her podcast, and she had nailed what was going on with me. I decided to do her detox. I'm still in a bit shocked that it only took me 14 days to change my eating habits and start exercising again. I lost a little over 11 pounds, and I finally chose to focus on my self-care needs, something that I'd never done before. Even though it took me 8+ years, I finally see the light at the end of the tunnel. Well, thank you so much, Sue, for sharing your win. And I am so happy to shout you out today. If you are listening, I would love to gift you a signed copy, Sue, of the Essential Oil Hormone Solution book with a personal little note from me. Feel free to reach out to me on Facebook or Instagram where you connected with me at Dr. Mariza, and we will get the book out to you soon. Now, if you are listening, thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. As I mentioned earlier, this podcast is about getting you the answers that you deserve about your body. If any episode or interview has helped in any way, I would be honored to shout you out. You can easily reach out to me via Instagram, Facebook, or simply review this podcast on iTunes or whatever podcast platform you love to plug into. That way, I can continue to support you and open the door to women who are looking for true solutions around their hormone health. So let's jump into today's topic. As you may know, our modern world lends to more than just feeling overworked and stressed. We are also exposed to daily toxins that take a toll on our body. Literally, I was driving home from the airport. We took a Lyft from the airport to our house, and the air freshener in that car was so horrific that I had the windows down. I had a sweater over my mouth because that level of toxic fragrance literally will tailspin me into a migraine. So just, every day we are vulnerable to toxins all over the place, whether they're in the Lyft or Uber driving vehicle that you're in, the cleaning products, the over-the-counter drugs and medications, even personal care products can light me up and send me into migraine hell. To that extent, the average woman is exposed to over 100 toxic chemicals each and every day, and it's having a negative impact not only on our reproductive and metabolic hormones, but also our neurological function. There is such a thing as obesogens, and they're found in our shampoos and conditioners. And we're going to get into that. Now, these persistent toxins stay in our body for years, literally up to a decade, slowly creating damage that affects our sleep, our energy, our brain function, even causes weight gain. Like I said, those obesogens are no joke. It's no wonder why we can't lose weight, even when we're checking off all the boxes and doing everything right. To get a more clear picture, I want to point out some of the most common symptoms that your body may be experiencing when it's burdened by a buildup of toxins in your gut, your liver, and cellular structures. Now, as I list out the most common signs and symptoms, along with a brief explanation of each, I want you to do a quick detox assessment to see where you're at. Now, when I did my first detox assessment, I was floored. It was obvious that my body needed a reset and needed a reset badly. Now, if you're experiencing 2 or more of these symptoms, I highly recommend taking a couple of weeks to detoxify your body, restore your detox and hormone pathways. All right. Let's do this detox assessment. I know it kind of sheds light on what's going on with us, but I think it's so important to get a clear sense of where we're at. So here we go. Number 1, trouble concentrating or struggling with brain fog. So studies have shown that low levels of pesticides found in fruit, veggies, and grains can impair cognitive function and increase oxidative stress, leading to inflammation in the brain. Now, if you want to dive into this topic into great detail, I covered in episode 72 on brain fog. Next one, sugar cravings. These are a clear sign that something isn't right. Your body tends to crave sweet and salty foods due to chronic stress, insulin resistance, and candida. This perpetuates a crazy roller coaster with metabolic hormones, causing stubborn belly fat due to imbalanced leptin and insulin levels. Next, indigestion, gas, bloating, and or constipation are all huge signs that your body is needing a detox in order to heal the gut microbiome and improve nutrient uptake. Next, nutrient deficiencies are another clear sign that your body is either running through key hormone-supporting nutrients or your gut is not absorbing the nutrition that you're consuming each and every day. So the key nutrients we want to look out for is magnesium, vitamin D, A, C, and B vitamins as a whole, also zinc and selenium. Next, skin breakouts and eruptions. Now, these are clear indicator that the body has a buildup of toxins. Rashes, eczema, acne, and excessively dry skin are all common signs. And here's the deal. When your gut and liver are compromised, your skin is the next option for your body when it comes to releasing toxins. It tends to be one of the first things that reveal that something isn't right with your detox pathways. And the solution to these mounting skin issues is to give your body a detox. Next, feeling anxious or depressed. So a buildup of toxins in your gut and brain can create inflammation and block those feel-good neurotransmitters and receptor sites. This creates an imbalance, leading to feelings of anxiety and depression. Next is chronic fatigue. This one is probably the most clear of clear indicators that something isn't right. Chronic fatigue is caused by mitochondrial dysfunction in our cells due to toxic exposure. Our mitochondria are extremely sensitive to toxins, and they literally go into shutdown mode if they feel compromised in any way. So if you are dragging throughout the day, this is your body's way of telling you that you need help, and resetting your detox pathways and your hormone pathways is the first step. Next is difficulty losing weight. Weight gain is always a symptom of something bigger, often toxins and stress. When the gut and liver is inflamed, our thyroid, our metabolic hormones, and insulin levels become crazy imbalanced, causing the body to slow down our metabolism and literally hold on to fat like we're in survival mode, especially around the belly. This weight can be very hard to lose without a proper detoxification. Next is PMS and irregular periods. Due to inflammation in our liver, our detox pathways for our hormones, especially estrogen, slow down, causing estrogen dominance and decreased progesterone levels. This lends to severe PMS over time, potentially the loss of ovulation and irregular periods. Next is chronic infections. Your body is literally screaming for a detox if you are consistently dealing with chronic infections and illness, colds, yeast infections, candida, mold, sinus infections, just to name a few. When the gut is inflamed, your immune system is compromised and it opens the door wide for co-infections. And then last Headaches and migraines, another massive sign that your body is needing a detox. Headaches could be due to low levels of progesterone and estrogen, a sluggish liver, and overall inflammation in the body. Now that I've listed the biggest indicators for gut imbalance, low liver function, and inflammation, did you have a chance to take that quick detox assessment? If you didn't, I want you to take a moment, quickly go back, finish the assessment, and discover if your body is really craving a detox reset. Now, I'm going to quickly just list those off really quickly. Again, it was trouble concentrating or struggling with brain fog, sugar cravings, indigestion, gas, bloating, and/or constipation, nutrient deficiencies, skin breakouts like rashes, eczema, and acne, feeling anxious and depressed, chronic fatigue, difficulty losing weight, PMS and/or irregular periods, chronic infections, headaches, and migraines. As I mentioned earlier, if you're experiencing 2 or more of these signs, it's time to reduce your toxic load. Even if some of these symptoms have been around for a long time and you're not even sure what's causing them, isn't it worth exploring one of the biggest root causes for chronic disease, which is toxic exposure? Especially as these mounting issues continue to add up, a solid solution is to gently give your body a detox reset. And here's the deal. Detoxing our body and our hormones is an absolute must, and it's one of the areas that gets overlooked by most doctors. Detoxing means cleaning out the body, removing toxins, cleaning out your junked out hormone receptor sites, and resetting metabolic and reproductive hormone pathways so that your hormones get back to balanced. Not to mention reducing inflammation in your cells, your brain, and in your critical organs. It's so interesting to me. We clean our homes, we even put Drano in our drains, we declutter our desks, all so that things run smoothly for our space and our minds to perform optimally clutter-free. So why wouldn't we remove the gunk from our hormone systems, the buildup chemicals in our food, endocrine disruptors in our plastic, heavy metals in our environment? Why wouldn't we get rid of that? Given the environment we're exposed to each day, I recommend that everyone does a detox for at least 14 days a couple times a year. This practice is critical in maintaining cellular longevity, happy functioning hormones, and critical cellular communication between your hormones and their receptor sites. Detoxifying the body can literally flip the switch towards healing in a matter of a few weeks. How awesome is that? Before I dive into the big reasons to detoxify, I realized the idea of a detox has gotten a bad rap. And there are some dangers out there if you don't realize what your body truly needs. There are detox programs out there that are unsafe and that I would never, ever recommend. But when you properly detox, you eliminate toxic buildup in your digestive system like mucoid plaque, you clear your arteries, and you neutralize toxic substances that may be impairing your liver, kidneys, bowels, and many other critical organs to function properly. So what's the big reason why you should detox? Well, the number one reason I know to be true is your body needs a reset before it can begin to heal itself. How can we expect our bodies to keep doing what it's meant to do when it's fighting a side war against toxins and infections? What if the very key nutrients your body needs to heal are just lacking? Then what? A reset is needed before we can replenish those reserves. So let's dig under the surface and look scientifically at the top 3 benefits of detoxifying our hormone pathways and our body as a whole. Number 1, and this is an area I love to talk about, and it is your sluggish liver gets unclogged. Your liver's main job is to filter out toxins and excrete them from the body through phase 1 and phase 2 detoxification. Your liver is the main event when it comes to ridding your body of toxins, and it does this 24/7. And if you want to understand exactly how your liver detox pathways work, check out episode 154 that I did earlier in the year, like literally on New Year's Eve. It's called How to Optimize Your Liver Function to Balance Your Hormones. But guess what happens when your liver is overburdened? It simply cannot keep up on the 500 plus tasks it's in charge to do every second of the day. When your liver is sluggish and can't properly break down hormone metabolites, you are going to experience low energy, heavy menstrual periods, fibrocystic breasts, and mood swings, all key indicators of estrogen dominance. Estrogen dominance is one of the biggest issues women face today. Last month, an amazing woman named Tammy emailed me about her recent fears of getting breast cancer, and she went on to describe all of the key symptoms of estrogen dominance that she was experiencing. I completely understood her concern, so I asked her if she was interested in a solution to balance her estrogen levels. Due to her family history of breast cancer, she said yes. So I put her on my 14-day hormone detox to specifically target her estrogen pathways in her liver. She just wrote me back this week to let me know that she was waking up with more energy in the morning, that was lasting throughout the day. Her bloating was gone. Her breasts were significantly less fibrous and less sore. And her biggest win is that she wasn't snacking throughout the afternoon to keep up on her project management demands at the office. When you detox your body, you gently support your liver and allow the liver to get back to doing its primary job, to keep your body clean and functioning. It gives your body back that extra time and energy it has been trying to spend to sort through the slurry of excess, and it has some pretty incredible results when your liver is functioning properly. Your skin gets clearer, your energy returns, your bowel movements become more regular, and your mood improves. And I can speak to that because my liver has definitely had some issues in the past, and those were all of the wins that I experienced personally. Even something as simple as drinking only lemon water can make a huge difference in a number of areas in your life, as it will help your body to naturally flush out toxins while stabilizing blood sugar levels and warding off frequent cravings. I'm actually drinking lemon water right now as I am recording this episode for you. The body often thinks when it's hungry, it's actually thirsty. Whenever someone wants to detox but is scared to try, I always suggest starting with a simple switch to drinking only water or citrus-infused water infusions. You will be amazed at how quickly you'll notice a difference. Removing all the added calories from high-sugar, caffeinated toxic drinks will help to drop inflammation and stabilize insulin, leptin, and cortisol levels, 3 key hormones for boosting your metabolism. So again, your liver plays such a big role here, and giving it a reset is a big part of resetting the body's functioning systems. Number 2. Dangerous belly fat disappears. Most people don't realize that your metabolism and weight are controlled by hormones and that stress affects hormones as well. Rather than set yourself up for failure with another deprived diet, you need to reset those hormones with a detox, disrupt the bad patterns, and get them on a fair playing field. Dieting isn't the answer. It has never been the answer. When we deprive our bodies of food, it just goes into conservation mode. It stores fat and begins to stress out because it doesn't know when we're going to get the next meal. That's right, stress can also be internal and create a cascade spiral. That's when our hormone ghrelin comes into play. Deprivation increases ghrelin levels, telling the body that you're still hungry. When you add stress to the equation, your cortisol levels tell your body that literally its entire world is in danger and prepare for the worst. That is why when we tend to overeat and binge, it's because your body is in survival mode and thinks it may not have another meal ever again. So it sabotages your willpower in the cortex of your brain. It literally hijacks your critical thinking, willpower portion of the brain so that you're constantly craving more. And that way of eating in this stress state literally stores around the middle belly area for future fuel. And voila, we have stubborn belly fat. Adding fuel to this fire is a scientific fact that not all calories are created equal. Those calories that you get from sugar and carbs bring added danger to the situation. Addictions literally jump up to the forefront, and your body continues to crave more and more, leading you to binging, and you don't even know why. This sets off insulin. Basically, insulin becomes deregulated, causing your body to compensate on another front, leaving you with inflammation and the inability to feel full. And guess what drives all of this? Metabolic hormones. And with numerous research studies linking increased belly fat with heart disease, cancer, and other serious health risks, it's time to get serious about decreasing your waistline. It can be dramatically decreased in one fell swoop. That's the beauty of a detox, is that it literally resets not only your reproductive hormones, but most importantly, we need to reset those metabolic hormones. We need to reset insulin, leptin, ghrelin, even ensure that our thyroid hormone is working properly. Now, when you focus on hormone-loving foods, you have the ability to reset your metabolic and reproductive and stress hormones. When you include a food-driven diet plan or detox plan, you can begin to neutralize toxins from your cells, promote cellular longevity, happily function hormones, and a critical cellular communication between hormones and their cell receptors. A food-focused detox that removes hormone saboteurs literally switches the flip towards healing in just a matter of a few weeks. Energy gets replenished when all of these hormones are able to manage the fuel to energy function properly instead of being distracted by increased insulin from too much sugar, storing fat because of caloric deprivation from dieting, or decreased digestion for elevated cortisol levels. And guess what else happens? You'll actually lose stubborn weight that you've been holding on to without even trying to lose weight. And you won't crave that addictive sugar or salty cravings anymore. You will finally have food freedom. And food freedom is everything. I remember when I wasn't addicted to sugar anymore, and I could literally taste salt on everything. Foods that used to excite me and inflame me didn't have their grasp on me anymore. I could say no to a glass of rosé, an ice cream sundae, sweet potato fries, and sausage pizza. Before doing a hormone-loving detox, I just wasn't able to do that. Saying no was so hard. I often craved even when I knew that I was creating issues inside of my body. And number 3, now that we've covered number 2, right? Being able to address that stubborn belly fat. Number 3, probably the most important one, energy is restored. Can I get a yes on this one? Feeling tired all the time is no way to live. I want you to take a moment and close your eyes and imagine waking up every day feeling energized, ready to rock your day and whatever is thrown your way. You begin your day with 30 minutes of movement and a couple of morning rituals that you absolutely love. Imagine later on you're heading home around 5 p.m. that evening, and not once did you even look at a candy bar or a bag of chips to get you through that 3 p.m. energy slump. You get home, make a nutrient-dense dinner that fuels you but doesn't exhaust you, and you have space for a passion project or a really amazing book. Imagine how it would feel to not really think about being tired by late morning or throughout the day. What would that mean to you? What would that mean to your family? It meant everything to me. I remember it like it was yesterday, when I couldn't focus, I couldn't sleep, I couldn't show up for the people that mattered most to me. I remember thinking that I would never, ever get my energy back, that I was doomed to be exhausted for the rest of my life because I didn't know anything different for so long. But there was this glimmer of hope inside of me that said I could feel like myself again. So I did what I know best. I started to research solutions. The first step was restoring my energy powerhouses, also known as my mitochondria. Did you know that there's an average of 3,000 mitochondria in every single cell in the body, and they create the energy we need to do anything? Even listen to this episode. They do everything. It's the energy that we need to function, even our basic functions. As important as they are to our overall energy production, they can be easily damaged and over time stop working entirely. The top 5 root causes for mitochondrial dysfunction are viruses, parasites, heavy metals, medication, and severe oxidative stress due to toxins. And the best way to love up on your mitochondria is with nutrient-rich foods, removing toxins and stress. Your cells and your mitochondria need proper fuel to function, and those 2 to 3 Diet Cokes I was drinking every day wasn't cutting it. It was only making the problem worse, and over time, creating more oxidative stress inside of my cells and inside of my body. In the process of trying to get my energy back, I quickly learned that I couldn't just green smoothie my way out of chronic stress. I know because I tried. It takes a full reset to really get the results that you're after. Caffeine, adaptogenic herbs, energy drinks, none of these are really addressing the problem of hormonal imbalance and chronic depleted energy. Instead, they only serve to put the symptoms in the back seat so that you can carry on. But is carrying on good enough? I would have to wager that the answer is no. Focusing on how to fuel your body properly, removing the built-up toxins, and getting enough rest are paramount on the road to feeling like yourself. Detoxifying your gut, your liver, and your hormone pathways, gently and safely removing junk, and adding the necessary nutrients as a byproduct of this equation, you reduce your stress and you get your energy back without nasty side effects. Healing your body is not a matter of self-control. It's a matter of self-care. In my brand new Detox Masterclass, I will be breaking down my hormone trifecta so that you can begin to experience the wins that you deserve on your hormone healing journey. I also have a feeling that you're busy, and what you want more than anything is clarity and confidence that there are real solutions that finally work without harmful side effects. Even if you've tried a lot of things over the years and they haven't worked the way you've hoped. Maybe you aren't sure that a detox is the answer for what you're dealing with. I absolutely get it. This detox was the answer I was searching for so desperately when I wanted to heal my body. I was facing fatigue, unexplained belly fat, annoying cravings, headaches, and so much more. If you're there too and don't have an explanation for why you feel this way, you don't have to face it alone. You can receive even more of my support, hormone detox practices, and powerful tools to truly heal your body, banish unexplained bloating, brain fog, cravings, and that stubborn weight. The goal here is to reverse the domino effect, to end hormone disrupting patterns and to get your hormones back to normal levels. Because if you don't, it's like digging through a swamp trying to locate the key to your troubles. What makes my detox so different is the ease and flexibility that the program provides, along with a game plan to maintain your success long after you're done. This program was created to provide sustainable, lasting change that will restore your energy, your hormones, and your metabolism. Let's be real. Like me, you've probably tried a 3-day juice cleanse or the master cleanse and not only starved to death during those 3 to 5 days, but ended up gaining all that weight back in 2 weeks or less. I remember when I tried the master cleanse 10 years ago and I was miserable. Yes, I lost 6 pounds, but I instantly put the weight back on and still felt crappy afterwards. Simply put, it wasn't sustainable and it didn't help my hormones one bit. We are all busy women who carry the weight of the world on our shoulders. When I created this program, I had you in mind. I knew that I needed to create something that was 1, effective, and 2, easy to complete. By focusing on my signature hormone trifecta, hormone-loving foods, stress-busting self-care rituals with essential oils, and a complete liver reset, these 3 things together help you effectively reset your hormones, which in turn remove the gunk and begin to replenish and repair your cells. As one system heals, so does the next, and the peripheral effects of this unique program become major bonuses: weight loss, mood boosting, and relief from pain points so that you can feel good again. So let's get serious about healing together. I would love for you to join me in my Detox Masterclass, which is how to heal your hormones naturally and unlock the 3 steps that you need to heal your body. During our time together, you'll finally have the answers to what's going on inside of your body. It's time for you to finally feel good in your body again. You deserve nothing less. The link for the masterclass is in the show notes for episode 163. Or you can go to drmariza.com/masterclass. I honestly cannot wait to see you there. And as always, thank you so much for stopping by and listening in to the Essentially You podcast. On the upcoming episode, I'm excited to bring on my dear friend, Dr. Lauren Noel, to share with us her best fertility tips. So many women reach out to me every day about fertility advice for 40 years and older. And Dr. Lauren is one of my go-to experts. So not only am I excited to see you at my masterclass, but I am so thrilled to have you on the next episode with Lauren and I.